Alright, so I'm here with Extreme Rules predictions. Before I get this video started, um, I'm gonna do this new thing where I got this calendar or whatever, that you could view, where you could like see my upcoming videos. Just like you guys to know I'm working on that, and hopefully get that set up in the next couple days here. Like I'll put, make this calendar, and you could see, like I'll put on Monday. I'll do my Raw review Monday, so I'll put Monday Raw review, and then, like, say for example, I'll do a video Wednesday, and then I'll put video. Let's say I'll just do it on Daniel Bryan Wednesday, video on Daniel Bryan. So I'll like put the video title in there and shit, and so I'm working on that just to let you guys know. It's a cool little new feature there. So 'cause a lot of people ask me, oh, when are you gonna do this video I requested? So yeah, I'll do the calendar or whatever, so you can know when I'm gonna do my videos or whatever. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. If you guys have any other ideas on how I can improve my channel, let me know, because I'm always looking for better ideas on how to make the channel, this YouTube, good for you, enjoyable for everybody who's watching. So now let's get to the predictions. The first match we got is the Shield versus Evolution. I'm predicting the Shield are going to win this match. I don't see Evolution winning with Triple H with nothing to gain, really. I mean, he's been, not on TV a lot. He hasn't been in a lot of matches, so I don't see him winning. It doesn't do anything for him. Batista, I hear, is leaving, so usually when people leave, they go off on a loss, like when Punk left, last year after he lost to Taker, it was a loss, so most people that leave, I clicked on an ad there on accident, but most people who leave, for a period of time go off on a loss, so, and the Shield are, younger than Evolution. They're, climbing up in the company, so I don't see Evolution winning here. But then again, it's Triple H and his buddies, so anything could happen. But I'm predicting the Shield will win here. And we got Daniel Bryan versus Kane. I think it's an Extreme Rules match too. Daniel Bryan's obviously gonna win here. They're playing, the Daniel Bryan's injured, and I'm getting tired of this, guys. Where every pay-per-view he's been going into, he's been fucking injured. Oh, he's so injured. Is he gonna win? It's just getting annoying now. Like, they're trying to portray him so hard as the underdog, and it's like he's a champion, so portray him as a top guy. I don't like the underdog. For a period of time it's all right, but once they win, it's like, don't portray him as the underdog anymore. He doesn't have to be portrayed as the underdog. It's stupid. Just, it's like, oh, he's overcome the odds. It's like, oh, he's got a fucking neck injury. Oh, his fucking head's hanging off by, it's on a fucking, like, hanging off by a fucking string, and he's still gonna win. It's like, it's getting ridiculous now how, much they're trying to, like, just to do all this shit to Bryan and say, oh, he's gonna win in spite of this. It's like, just have him go out there and wrestle a match, and just all this shit on the side's getting a little bit annoying. But I think Daniel Bryan's gonna win. I don't see Kane winning the belt here. I think the match will be decent maybe. Don't see this being a 5-star classic or anything, because Kane's in it. He's not that great a wrestler. In the Shield versus Evolution match, I think that'll be a decent match as well. Again, don't see that being a great match with, Batista's a shitty wrestler, Orton's pretty shitty as well, and Triple H, he had a good match at Mania, so, as of late he hasn't been that bad, but, don't see that match being too great. Maybe, both these matches, Shield versus Evolution and Kane, Daniel Bryan, being decent matches. Then we get Big E versus, who was it, Wade Barrett. I don't see Big E retaining here. I think they're going to give the belt to Wade. You know, Big E's had it for a while now. And I just see it's like time for him, you know, it's like time for him to give up the belt. You know, IC champions, you know, you sort of feel it when they're about to lose the belt. Or just any champion, really. You sort of get that sense like, oh, he's had it for quite a while now. You know, they haven't really had a lot of big plans for him. So I think he's going to lose the belt. You know, you get that sort of feeling, and I'm getting that feeling with Big E now. You know, with Wade Barrett sort of, you know, on the rise with the Bad News Barrett. I don't think they're going to kill off Bad News Barrett like this. I mean, he just really started wrestling under the Bad News Barrett gimmick. So I see him getting the title here. And they gave him a lot of clean wins too over Shane. They gave him a clean win over Sheamus. So I don't see them, you know, going to waste with that, you know, clean win over Sheamus. I don't think they're just going to waste all these, you know, they gave Barrett 3 victories in a row, so I don't think they're going to waste that and just have him lose to Big E. I see him winning and beating Big E. I think it'll be a pretty good match too, you know, decent maybe, because Barrett's wrestled 3 good matches, you know, over the last 3 weeks. I'll give him credit. He does deserve it. You know, he's wrestled 3 good matches, I thought. Probably the 3 best matches of, you know, the weeks they were on, you know, or the Raws they were on. So yeah, I mean, Barrett's probably been the best wrestler over the past 3 weeks that I've seen, at least, you know, because he's had the best matches on each one of the Raws, I think, over the past 3 weeks. So he's been doing pretty damn good for himself. So I see, yeah, Barrett winning here, and if Barrett wins, you know, I'll be happy. Because Big E is boring. He's not good as champion, or is just a regular superstar. And Barrett is, you know, he's looking pretty good. You know, I like the Bad News Barrett gimmick. You know, I think it could be a little bit better. But I'm hoping Barrett wins here. Then we get Tamina versus Paige. Paige is gonna win here. They just gave her the belt, so I don't see her losing. Hopefully Tamina doesn't win because she's ugly and she can't wrestle. Now people will probably bash me for saying, oh, you say Tamina's ugly. You know, I don't care if you're ugly as long as you are a good wrestler. So yeah, wrestling always comes first, and then comes looks when I'm talking about women. So you better be a good wrestler, you know, or hot. But if you're hot, if you're a shitty wrestler, then, you know, I don't really want to see you, you know. But, you know, as long as you're hot and you're just, you know, okay, you know, you could pass as an okay wrestler if you're hot. I mean, that's just how it goes. I mean, some girls will probably get upset at that, but it's a men's sport, so the women sort of have to be hot, you know, to be in the fucking, if they're not hot, they have to be pretty good in the ring, you know. But I see Paige winning here. I mean, they haven't really done anything with Tamina in the past couple months except be AJ's bitch, you know, pretty much over the past couple months, and actually beyond that. But I don't see them doing anything big with Tamina. I mean, Tamina does, you know, pretty fucking, you know, shitty in the ring, and she's not talented. So, and they just brought Paige up, you know, just gave her the title. She just started out her run. You know, I didn't agree with them giving her the belt just, you know, right on her debut. But, you know, I don't see her taking, you know, I don't see them taking the belt away from Paige. I think the match is going to be pretty shitty too. I don't see this being that great a match. Then we get, oh jeez, Rusev versus R-Truth and Xavier Woods. This match is going to be a disastrous match. Just going to be a fucking, you know, squash match with Rusev's going to win. You know, it's going to be a bullshit match here. Just a, you know, match that's suited for, you know, even if this match was on main event, you know, I wouldn't even fucking care about it. You know, this is a wasteful match here. But I think Rusev's gonna win. Oh, they did add this match, Swagger, Cesaro, RVD. I was saying they should add that match, so I'm happy they did. You know, sort of a random match, but I don't fucking care. They should have done, you know, more with these guys, but it's okay, you know. It's good for the time being, you know, 3 good wrestlers here. I think this is going to be a good match. It's 3-way, so it's by default, no DQ, so hopefully they use some weapons or whatever. Who's gonna win? I think Cesaro will win. RVD is, old. Not old, he's still a good wrestler, but he's in that, age where he's like, he could still win like a title, but it's not like he's gonna be the face of the company. I mean, he should be putting some guys over, but then again, he should be winning because he still has talent. Alright, he's like a Chris Jericho, he could still get wins, but when it's time to put somebody over, you just gotta put somebody over. In Swagger, I mean, Swagger's been a jobber forever. I mean, he does have some talent, but it's obvious Cesaro is better than him and more popular, so I see Cesaro getting the win here. I think this is going to be a pretty good match. It could be, a really good match if they use, some weapons and have some nice, hardcore spots in there. Next match, ooh, no. We got El Torito and Hornswoggle in the pre-show. What the fuck, really? This is a fucking insult to fucking wrestlers who actually try and are good, like Sandow and Ziggler. Why don't you just put them on the fucking, that would be 10 times better than this debacle. Sandow and Ziggler, you could play off what they did on Raw, just have them in a fucking, what the fuck is this? This is just a bunch of bullshit here. What do I think's gonna win? I don't fucking know. Why even fucking predict this piece of shit match here? I mean, just looking at these two fucking jobbers is just, so fucking depressing. These people made it the fucking pay-per-view. The pay-per-view pre-show or whatever. Are you fucking kidding me? This is fucking retarded. El Torito will win, I think. He's obviously, the better fucking wrestler. But he still is fucking annoying and shitty. So this pay-per-view, though, I don't see it being that great. I mean, where's the fucking Extreme? It's in Extreme Rules. Where's the fucking Extreme? I see one Extreme Rules match between Daniel Bryan and Kane. Where are all the other matches? Every other match, to my knowledge, maybe they changed it, but it's a fucking regular match. And even though the triple threat match is by default, no DQ, like when they have a triple threat match, very rarely will they have like any weapons in it, unless they say, oh, it's like a TLC match or something. So where's the fucking Extreme? I mean, this is bullshit. I mean, the fucking pay-per-view is Extreme Rules. There's no fucking stipulation. Last year they had an I Quit match, right, with Del Rio and Swagger. They had a bunch of matches, I remember, last year, that were, even go back to the year before that. You had, last year, I remember in 2012, that was a good show. You had CM Punk and Jericho, and I think it's the Chicago Street Fight. You had, I remember you had Brock Lesnar and Cena, Extreme Rules, man. I mean, you had all these Extreme Rules, and then this year, where the fuck is the Extreme? I mean, it's the name of the fucking pay-per-view, and there's no Extreme matches. And then we look at the matches on the card, and they're just like a fucking joke. Kane in the fucking main event. I mean, the build has been good for that match, but seriously, Kane? Really? Fucking Kane. Ugh. And then we got Shield versus Evolution. I mean, it's sort of an intriguing match, but it's like you got 3 people in there in Evolution who can't, who don't have any talent really. Have a little bit of talent, but not really any. So, I mean, a lot of these matches are like, I'm not excited about in this pay-per-view, and overall, I'm not really that excited about. I mean, it's predictable, who's going to win Daniel Bryan versus Kane, so there's no excitement there. And all the other matches, I'm like, I don't fucking give a big shit who, it's not a big deal if Big E wins or Barrett wins, but I'm rooting for Barrett, but it's like, the IC belt's a jobber fucking title, so it's like, I don't fucking care who wins, really. So, why isn't Ambrose defending his belt ever? It's fucking retarded. I mean, can he ever fucking defend the belt? I know he's in a match here, but just sometime. Defend the fucking title. I mean, he hasn't defended it on a pay-per-view, and, when's the last time he has defended it on a fucking pay-per-view? Isn't the point of a fucking pay-per-view to defend the fucking title? So this pay-per-view will probably be shitty. Maybe a couple decent matches, but I don't see it being anywhere near a great pay-per-view. Not even an average pay-per-view, so, There you go, people.